Decades pass, generations of Tour de France cyclists come and go, but some gruesome things never change. On Tuesday, the survivors of one of the craziest, fastest tours ever, a race with even less respite than usual, will do as their predecessors have done every few years since 1951. They will crest a rise in the road and see Mont Ventoux on the horizon. A sinking in the heart will accompany the dull ache in the legs. We're off to the Bald Mountain once again. The men of the Tour probably won't be thankful for small mercies, but they should be. Last time the Tour visited in 2021, although the background scenario was the same. Today Pogacar had smashed the race to bits on the first serious climb and was set fair for victory. The organizers cruelly made them go over the 1,910-meter summit twice in two different ways. Wout van Aert might recall that with a wry smile. The Belgian was in his prime back then, and he won out of a breakaway. The time before that, in 2016, the chaos on the mountain was such that the man who was pagifying the race that year, Chris Froome, ran part of the way to the finish, which had been moved off the summit due to high winds. Froome might recall that utterly freakish episode with a wry smile from his home in Monaco, but it will be tinged with regret that at 40 he probably won't be racing up the Giant of Provence again. Tempora mutantur, but not the Ventoux. Partly reflects one of the key features of the Tour, the way it constantly revisits and rewrites its past in places that have barely changed since the first visit. Go around the partly banked corner at St. Esteve and on to the virtually straight haul through the oak-wooded lower slopes, and it's essentially the same brutal experience that the stars of the 50s, 60s, and 70s might have undergone, perhaps, with better tarmac as you go up with barely a hairpin to break the gradient until the final haul across the scree slopes to the top.